I swear music and sports are synonyms because we just really want to try to be them and they just really want to try and be us. Kick game, run game, make it feel real good, and let's see if the verse holds up to its hype, and if ballers can really be rappers, and if rappers' favorite pastime is balling. You feel me?
Trying to ball like Howie, but I'm past the deal. Hey, I'm sick like Kobe, tell him pass the pill. I'm Canadian.
An age-old question that might have worn out its luster, but I'm trying to revive what many of us have been wondering for so long. Why is it that rappers want to be ballers, and for that matter, ballers want to be rappers?
I think ballers are so occupied with playing basketball that they look for another hobby, and it probably is the thing that they love, which is music, and that's where rap comes in.
It's just off time. I think they just have a extra activity to do, and I guess some ballers think they can rap.
The third-year guard has not shone away from picking up a pen and paper and working on some freestyles, and he has this to say.
We constantly watch them, they constantly watch us. It's like a part of our culture, so to speak. They always using some type of sports to rap about, all type of stuff. So I think it all coexists in with each other. And
DeMar DeRozan, the runner-up in the 2010 Sprite NBA Slam Dunk Contest, says Shaq has been responsible for making it acceptable to ballers who could rap, and why not try your hand at both?
He was one of the first ones to do it. I think to this day you see a lot of athletes being rappers putting out songs now, but I think Shaq was one of the first ones to start it. Yeah, I've been working on my freestyles and I've been writing a few songs, so probably next summer I'll come out with an album or something. I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to make it to a major label, probably Interscope or something, and see what happens from there.
So maybe the barbershop is where rappers come when they want to be too strung out on compliments and overdosed on confidence when it comes to attempting to be ballers.
Trapped in a maze, relaxed in the days.
Jay Oshon is no stranger to the Toronto music scene and has begun rapping since the age of 9, but always dreamed about the idea of being an athlete.
I've always been a sports guy. Music and sports have been battling with my mind throughout high school, so I'd miss practices to get into the studio. I'd miss practices to play with a band. I'd miss practices for all that, and that's when I started to realize how much I actually really loved music. But I've always wanted to, have sports as a...
Bad broad Billie Jean, knew her since 17, silly teen, now she grown, good enough for magazine covers.
Rich Kid, an acclaimed rapper, songwriter, producer, and director, has made it big in Toronto, and he isn't bounded by conventional wisdom, and he believes the influence of hip-hop culture that has led to the phenomenon of ballers and rappers wanting to emulate each other.
Even rap is from hip-hop culture. Hip-hop culture existed before the actual rapping form, you know what I mean? Rapping is just a piece of what hip-hop is. So, we all take these influences and all these lifestyles and all these little trends from, the place where it started, place where it's marginalized, where there's a lot of poverty, because people coming from there, we have our own kind of sense of thinking, our own kind of mentality.
If we've learned a lesson from Shaq or Kobe's attempts to rap and Master P's somewhat mediocre performance on the basketball court, then listen to Ed Davis.
We need to stay in our lane, they need to stay in their lane.
But if you're so inclined to be a baller or a rapper, no one is going to stop you.
If you have the heart, the desire to do it, go ahead. I'm not trying to stop anybody else's food. I'm not trying to stop anybody else's hustle. Go out there and do you. Do what makes you happy. If that's what makes him happy, then he's doing the right thing.
Got brothers in a huddle while they mumbling low, while deciphering which dude is gonna give it a go.